All right. Good morning, brothers and sisters. This morning we're going to read just one verse from right here in Romans chapter 1. We're going to read verse 22. But then as soon as I read it, I'm going to read a commentary, a portion of a commentary for that verse from a book called A New Commentary on Paul's Letter to the Saints at Rome by Robertson L. Whiteside. This is a pretty interesting reading I'm going to read here. It says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like corruptible man and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. The one we're looking at, though, is professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. I'm going to begin reading this commentary. It says, to claim superior wisdom is characteristic of those who deny God his place in his own creation. To claim superior wisdom is characteristic of those who deny God his place in his own creation. In their estimation, the man who believes the Bible is a back number, an ignoramus. They never seem to realize that the man who professes himself to be wise is a fool, and they have not learned enough to know that no man is richly endowed with any virtue or accomplishment of which he boasts. If a man thinks and acts contrary to common sense, he is a fool, no matter how much he may know about some things. Common sense is a knowledge the human family has accumulated by experience and observation. We have learned that fire burns. If a man should deny that and act according to his theory, he would act foolishly. If you decided that fire didn't burn and you acted like it, then you would act foolishly. You'd stick your hand in a fire and you'd blister your hand. All right. You'd blister your hand. It says, if a man should deny that and act according to his theory, he would act foolishly. Only a fool would say that it would not hurt to run full tilt against a stone wall. And only a fool will say that a thing can be made without a maker. For experience and observation teach us that every made thing has a maker. Recently, I read that a rayon factory was being built with such complete machinery. This is a very old book, by the way. Recently, I read that the rayon factory was being built with such complete machinery that one man could sit at a switchboard and operate the whole plant. After that factory is finished and in operation, what would you think of a man who, while watching it operate, would argue that no one built it and that it ran without any force applied to it and that no one directed or controlled its operations? Well, that is exactly what I think about the man who argues that no one made this great machine we call the universe, that it operates by its own power, and that no one controls it or directs that power. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. If there is no God, then the universe was made without a maker, and now runs by perpetual motion. Nothing made it, nothing started it in motion, and nothing keeps it going. If these fellows are right, then those who tried to invent machines that would run without any power were not such cranks after all. If there is no God, then perpetual motion is a reality. If a man is a fool who thinks a watch might just happen to be, he is much more so who thinks this universe just happened to be. And so the nations who taught themselves to be wise to believe it, who thought themselves too wise to believe in God, had in reality become fools. Let me reread that last part. It says, if a man is a fool who thinks a watch might just happen to be, he is much more so who thinks this universe just happened to be. And so the nations who thought themselves too wise to believe in God had in reality become fools. This is just a portion of this. It's really important to think that this giant place we live in just started up all on its own and continues doing everything on its own. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. I'm going to reread a portion of this, and then I'm going to let you guys go this morning. It says, if there is no God, then the universe was made without a maker, and now runs by perpetual motion. Nothing made it, nothing started it in motion, and nothing keeps it going. We most definitely have a God. I love you all, brothers and sisters. He's an amazing God. He's above all and through all and in you all. Love you all, brothers and sisters. You have a blessed, wonderful day. Stay strong in the Lord. Jesus loves you.